recording again. Okay then, welcome back. Okay, so chapter 2 ended on a surprising note.
Mm-hmm. And I love this. Like, I want this as like a animated wallpaper.
Oh yeah, this is just a beautiful thing.
Mm,
Reminds me of back in the 90s, you know, when you would buy the screensaver packs that have like the swimming sharks in the background.
mm.
That ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What
Oh,
on earth could have happened to it?
it seems like that giant creature took exception.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, on some of it, some of this is very much expected because this is a kind of a Lovecraft-inspired story, but
I'm
Mm.
terrified.
they're
I've
taking
always
it
been
in
afraid
very
of storms.
interesting directions that are much
Something,
like.
or someone, seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination?
Is that a boat?
I don't think so. Like, I
It
I
might.
think it literally is her imagination, but
Got it. I think it's just like top of a rock somewhere out there, but it's just
yeah.
barely over the water, so that the waves make it look like a rocky road.
Mm. Oh wow. Look at that.
Yeah. On the other hand, it looks like I'm not sure it was trying to destroy it because with as much damage as was done, it looks like it could have done a whole lot more.
Mm.
It looks like it just grabbed it and then pulled it up onto the shore.
Mm. Hey, maybe
My
it was.
God. The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size.
Maybe it dragged it to shore.
Yeah.
All right.
Dead as a doornail.
Going to
Alright.
need batteries.
Yeah. Well, power source. So I'd say somebody rigged this to. Somebody rigged the boat, the turbines in the boat that were still working to give power to the camp. Does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds
Because
viable.
there's this cable running in here.
Yeah, and this doesn't feel like definitely something that was originally set up that way. And there's definitely power in the boat, unless those are kerosene lamps.
Nope. That's an electric lamp.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just looking for secrets.
No problem. It's a really beautiful game.
Hmm.
The bit at the end with her I need to get a closer look
This
and her
place
hands
gives me
changing was
creeps.
really good.
Hmm. See, you can see her hands are not as bad now as they were before.
I can't see any trace of the
Yeah.
ship's crew, nor their remains.
And she's healthier and feels better.
Hmm. So that's a thing, but I think I'm going to follow the cable first.
Right.
No power.
Right, that's
There are things here.
This isn't right. Nope, wrong.
well, that was right.
Okay. There's a particular order.
I'll try again. did I turn on?
The control panel looks a little bit like a face.
Hmm. So now we can relay power to the rest of the camp.
Yeah.
Just got to find each of these boxes. However,
That voice. Is that Harry? No, just a recording.
poop.
Oh dear.
Something over here. No, just wreckage.
Well, he was in here.
Was.
The ship was whaling not far from here.
Are those like island names or?
Yeah, that's the. Those are the Polynesian islands.
Got it.
I mean, you can see Tahiti there.
It's a magical place.
It is.
As a note, somebody who picked up this broadcast could have delivered the notes and stuff to the character to say, "Hey, come here."
Hmm.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
Delivered 6 members of the Everhard expedition without incident. Pick them up again in 3 weeks, if there's anything left. Left island after lunch, no incidents. The area nearby seems adequate for whaling. We might get a good catch.
That might have been a bad idea, the last part.
Yeah.
This is the captain's last entry.
Good weather and clear sailing until a surprise undercurrent shook the ship. I haven't seen the sea that rough in years. First mate swears he saw a huge sea creature tear near our hull shortly afterwards. Definitely not a whale.
Yeah, it would be the first mate swears he saw a huge sea creature tear our hole. He's probably mistaken. He probably didn't actually see it tear our hole.
Oh, it says near our hull.
I know. I was reading it and I heard you correct yourself. I just that amusing image came to mind.
Yeah. It's like, are you sure there's a tear? This water could come from anywhere.
Frank is certainly a resourceful man.
Wired up your message to the radio like you asked, Mr. Everhard. I'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us, Frank. You were right about Frank being an engineer.
Yep.
And yes, I know I'm playing dumb.
I know.
What were you looking for in the heart of the island?
I was thinking this expedition had failed, and I was worried how we get me back home. And then I found those stairs that led me to that giant stone organ. Might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call.
Interesting. Harry Everhard.
Apparently, Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be rescued. Did they give up hope?
I'm not sure. I mean, they still had this thing trying to broadcast.
That's 25, 30, 32 days.
Assuming they were measuring days, yeah.
Yeah. Should we leave that on?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. Is this even? Is that powered? Yeah, that's powered. So I guess we leave it on.
Yeah, I mean, your own ship, our own ship is out there.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
On the island of Ponape, there's a city called Nan Madol that's composed entirely of large basalt structures. Legend has it the city was built with floating stones moved by black magic.
Huh.
University of Miskatonic, Arkham, Massachusetts.
Oh. Interesting.
Hello.
You're a puzzle.
The black ooze's properties are perplexing.
Changes consistency, levitates when exposed to different vibration frequencies.
That's interesting.
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Everything on this rotten island has something to do with that damn black ooze in one way or another. Even DeWitt's irrational behavior seems to be related to getting exposed to that awful liquid. Oh, we're gonna be so fine.
Yeah, I mean, we already had all the black spots and everything before.
Yeah.
We have a tolerance.
I mean, DeWitt just got splashed.
Yeah.
All right.
These knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
Okay. One of the lights turned green. Go to the first one real quick. Oh, you had them both green. There you go. Oh, I see. Oh, it's one of these. Oh, this would be so frustrating. So the first one raises the first one and the middle one. The third one raises the rightmost two.
Yeah. Just gotta.
Finesse it. It's like the lever puzzles in BioWare games. Wow.
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
All right. So hertz. So those are notes.
Yep.
All right. Let's get back out there, eh?
Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness.
Don't say things like that. That's tempting fate.
some light. That should make things easier.
You want to check that out or check out the main camp?
Let's check out the main camp first. Seems to be a way to get information and all that before going into like the areas where we might have to puzzle.
Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
Well, yeah, they were going to be stuck here for 3 weeks.
I mean, well, the ship was supposed to come back in 3 weeks, so after
Oh, yeah.
winter ground, they were going to be here for quite a bit longer.
The menu is rather limited here.
But they had plenty of food.
And grog.
And grog.
Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. Isaiah, is it Isaiah Marsh or Obadiah Marsh?
But Obadiah Isaiah is not that. Not that guy.
Okay. That was a thing.
Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time.
Is that blood on there?
A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze.
That's DeWitt.
Yep, that is DeWitt.
A white fedora. It's really dirty. Oh dear. This dock was a certifiable loon.
Yesterday the stones danced with my song. My song Mijin Leave Ligi. Everything is tuned in. This place there is a treasures Ian Shat. Gorkola Rula Funugui Fafagol.
Okay. Okay.
The doctor was certainly well supplied with all kinds of substances.
Is that absinthe?
I can't tell. I mean, absence isn't a medical thing.
No, but that is absinthe. Paradrine 50%. H2O2.
These medical tools are hair-raising.
Yeah?
They raised the rabbit.
Well,
I'm
that
glad
was in
you
a
stayed
different
by his
place.
side, whoever you are.
Frank, I understand what you were saying, but we can't leave Harry here alone. I know you must be thinking I'm only interested in the scoop, but what would you do if your wife was sick, who was sick? Would you let her die? I'm staying here to the end. See,
That she's a reporter.
she is a reporter.
Another check on the
Looks like Frank wanted
Lovecraft.
to leave, but I don't know if Harry ever read this letter.
Miss Ward, our lives are in grave danger on this island. Look at what happened to Mr. DeWitt. The man was going completely bananas. I really think we should get off this island as soon as possible. Mr. Heatherheart was determined to leave until he found that organ thing. Do I have your support to try and convince him, Frank? Drayton Motors.
Interesting.
Definitely a mechanic.
These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
Frank and the Polynesian guy.
Hmm.
Oh, there's his name.
Frank and Tia Horoa.
Singing while working in the workshop.
Tia Hara. I like that name, Tia Hara.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm probably mispronouncing it terribly, and I apologize for that.
Yeah. I have no clue as to how to say that. Stuff gets romanized all sorts of different ways.
Frank seemed like a pretty, genial sort of guy. Like, he got on with Roy
Yeah,
as
and
well.
Roy sounds like a hard person to get along with.
Hmm. I'm going to leave the cave for a bit.
Okay,
I think we go over here.
cool.
There are only 4 chairs around the campfire.
I'm guessing the dock was a little bit indisposed.
I don't know if someone in the expedition was a cook, but I really hope they didn't rely on Harry for it. When he lived in the dormitory, he only ate out of tomato soup and corn cans. I've never seen anybody with such poor nourishment. The expedition only has 5 members now.
Doc is looking pretty rough.
He's kind of scratching at himself.
Oh, he's got the spots everywhere. You can see that. Ugh.
Yeah, you can kind of. So if you get this exposure okay, and you'll align this just right, you see other planes of existence. If you get it wrong, you go insane and start killing people.
Mm-hmm.
Did he take some amulets from the other campsite? Or did he carve some more?
He carved some more, probably.
He had time.
Someone took notes about some important dates.
June 30, arrival on the island. July 1, we set up camp. July 14, Roy blows up the well's hatch. July 24, we strike camp and move to the beach. July 14, last entry in Lady Shannon's ship's log. Same day.
Oh, the same day it blew up. Roy's thing blew up.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, they angered the giant protector, yeah.
Never heard of this Eric Zan fella.
Oh my goodness. Reference.
Oh,
A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories.
Tales from Beyond.
Huh. Chandler R. Hogarth.
Hmm.
A portable typewriter.
Wow, she brought everything.
Someone here had a green thumb. Photographic film.
Huh.
She was the one taking the pictures.
Yep.
She was, that's why she had a cool head when the explosion happened and took a snap. Cassandra D. Ward.
Okay.
Warden Blake News Agency.
Oh, I've seen that symbol before.
Yeah.
The Starry Wisdom. I thought the doctor was the plan, but turns out I'm wrong.
Cults and Rituals, an interview with Inspector John Raymond Legrasse by C.D. Ward.
Yep.
References.
Oh my.
Robert Soydam and his wife found dead at high seas. I wonder what that's a reference to.
Me either. I'm wondering also if the Sumatra Queen was actually the Marsh ship from Shadow over Innsmouth, rather than the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Or one of the ships from Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness.
Newbury Port Tiara expedition coming to Boston.
Well, that's not the idol from Call of Cthulhu, but
No, it's not, but that's some sort of moon crown.
yep.
That looks very much like the sort of patterns that we're seeing around here.
Oh, that looks like a dark room.
Yep. Wash basin.
So, is this recording?
Mm-hmm.
Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it twice. So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
Wait. Where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
Get off me, you lunatic!
Hold it! Hold it for Christ's sake! Call J.R. quick!
Teharo.
Hmm.
And DeWitt went crazy.
DeWitt went crazy, but so maybe it was never meant to play music.
Yeah.
The music box? Our music box?
Yeah. I mean, they said something about it being broken. Oh, there's photos.
Oh.
My god. Look at his contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me?
Well, the spots are all over the place now.
Took the four of us to subdue him. Where did he get that strength?
Those footprints definitely do not look human.
No. Looks like they came to get him.
Oh yeah, they've dragged somebody away, haven't they?
Yep. That's what looks like where they had him tied up. I don't suppose there's a way to, like, oh, what's that? A way to develop the other piece of film you got.
I doubt it.
Get that
Pictures
start
taken
your
from a
video.
distance.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
No idea. He's holding something.
Floating rocks?
He talked about the rocks dancing to his song.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Gonna pause this.